Hello and welcome to another edition of the Silver Valley Scene. I'm Kara Keller.
And I'm Matt Wilson.
This week's show is part of a newly expanded series which will include current events, feature stories, a community calendar, plus much, much more.
Coming up first on our new expanded version, Pinehurst Day was filled with large crowds. The Silver Valley Scene cameras were there.
The annual Pinehurst Days was chock full of events. We started our day by filling our belly with a healthy breakfast served up by the Pinehurst Kingston Lions. After a full plate of pancakes, ham, and eggs, we journeyed down to the West Shoshone Park to catch the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Over 30 teams took part in this year's tournament. From every school in the valley, a team was fielded, and some teams came as far away as Coeur d'Alene, Kootenai, and Athol. 60 games were played in this tournament, in which teams played until they reached 20 points or 30 minutes went by. Now the teams called their own fouls, and it was said this was a very fine group of youngsters. At the Pinehurst Golf Course, locals got to show their fare on the fairways on both Saturday and Sunday. Perfect weather for golf. We took a break from the sporting activities to secure a spot on the street for this year's parade. Generations of fun was showcased in this parade with a plethora of kids, horses, cars, local businesses showing their stuff, more kids, special guests, more horses, big trucks, and especially fire trucks, and yes, even more kids. After the parade, a petting zoo was set up in front of City Hall where everyone got the chance to see up close their favorite animal. Now, Pinehurst Days wouldn't be the same without the fun and thrills of the carnival. And this year, there were some rides that have never been seen before in this valley. While the kids were enjoying the carnival, adults had a chance to take in the fun at the flea market and sidewalk sale, happening all over the streets in Pinehurst. We even got a tour of the county library bus. Up the street, hobbies, collectibles, and quilts were shown at the Lutheran Church. And a full day of events makes everybody hungry. Take a look at this line at the Tall Pine. The boys at the Scoutorama couldn't ask for anything more.
It's a lot easier with you. One more time? Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Now, just when you thought it was all over, a full slate of events was up for Sunday. An ice cream social in the park was a perfect complement to the entertainment. Also on Sunday, kids got a little money in the annual BMX Fun event in which every kid that competed won something. Pinehurst Days 1993, fun for all generations. Reporting for the Silver Valley Scene from Pinehurst, I'm Matt Wilson.
And here is a list of winners from this year's Pinehurst Days.
There's something new in historic Wallace. The Brooks Hotel invites you to come dine at their newly finished restaurant. Friendly faces are ready to serve you. Choose from a variety of menu items or try their fresh salad and soup bar. Then meet your friends for a cocktail in their newly finished lounge. The Brooks Hotel, located on Cedar Street in downtown historic Wallace.
The squeeze on prices.
Will you turn down the TV? I can't hear a thing they're saying.
Century four-door sedan has excellent family comfort for under $10,000.
Is this typical in your home? Do you have the television set too loud to be comfortable? Find out. 22 million people in our country suffer from hearing loss today. Call SAS Hearing Aids for a free comprehensive hearing evaluation. Take action today.
Welcome back to the Silver Valley Scene.
Last weekend, we were able to accompany the Esther Rebecca Lodge members as they made several different presentations around Kellogg. The Esther Rebecca Lodge number 19 here in the Silver Valley is a very special and caring group. Here at Greenwood Cemetery, they ceremoniously plant a living tree in honor of the work done by past Rebeccas and for inspiration in the work of present members.
You dug the work, dug the hole there. Tell him to work. He'll have to replant it. Yeah.
Bessie Hooch tells us a little about the Rebeccas.
They have a living legacy program that's worldwide, and that's what this is. This ceremony is about today. Is to plant a tree for he who lives after me.
Okay.
And they do all sorts of things. We have
World Eye Bank.
World Eye Bank, which they and research, and they help with surgery, and they help with glasses. They help with any type of eye surgery. It doesn't matter whether you're a Rebecca or Audra or not. If there's a need there, there's help there. So all they have to do is contact the Audras or Rebeccas.
I see.
And have Educational Foundation, which they make loans to different students to help them. They have a United Pilgrimage program, which is send youth to the United Pilgrimage once a year, and this lodge also helps furnish food and lodging on their trip one way or another to Washington, D.C.
It's fantastic to see those kids when they come back.
Just helping Oddfellows and Rebeccas is about. It's a organization where they just help people, and it's just help visit the sick and all sorts of things like that. And it's just a wonderful organization that does a lot of good for a lot of people without doing a lot of bragging.
How would somebody, if they wanted to become a member, what would they have to do?
Well, it's all they have to do is believe in the creator and preserver of the universe, and believe in your country.
I mean, for application, we give them applications,
right. And then they fill out. That's the requirements on the application. They have an application. The application's taken in. They're voted on, and then they're initiated into the lodge.
The love and care the Rebeccas share is obvious in the work and time they've taken in making a special gift for those living at Shoshone Living Center. The presentation of the lap robes brightened everyone's afternoon.
Well, it's all colors. It's real bright and cheery, and it's got busy little bees on the back of it. That's just
At the hospital, the Rebeccas then presented colorful bibs which were accepted with pleasant gratitude.
Appreciate we're trying to do our best to make it like home for them, and anything like this that we get is really a nice gesture from the community. I really appreciate it.
This is what Rebecca is all about, is helping other people. That's what she's doing.
I want to thank all of you for all your time and your effort.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Rebecca's, for caring and for making the Silver Valley an even more wonderful place to live.
The Rebeccas hold their meetings twice a month, and here is who to contact if you would like to join.
The next segment is what I hope to be a series which we can personally help find homes for animals. This week we visited the Kellogg Animal Hospital.
I'm Andy Broaddus, and I've been here in Kellogg for 1.5 years now. I've been a veterinarian for a little over 8 years, and we've really enjoyed the transition here from a large town to a smaller type of community. Everyone's really friendly, and we just really enjoyed it here. I do have a family, a little almost 4-month-old girl. It's our first one, so we expect there will be a bigger family in the future. But it's a start.
And a family of pets.
And a family of pets. Yeah. A few dogs, a few cats, and a big obnoxious parrot. So, so things are lively around there. This is Kellogg Animal Hospital. We do strictly small animals, mostly dogs and cats, with a few birds, a few reptiles thrown in. But we have pretty much gotten away from the large animals, the horses and cattle work. We have 2 technician receptionists that really run the place for me, and we have 1 full-time groomer and myself. We do have a problem with abandoned animals. There are a lot of them that are abandoned, especially around clients' houses, and they tend to bring them in. We pick a few of them up from the dog pound, especially the cats. The shelter here in town isn't adapted to handle cats, and there's not really a humane society anywhere in our county that does handle cats. There's a good facility for dogs, so we don't quite have the problem with abandoned dogs here. The ones that seem placeable, we do try to find homes for. Right now we have a couple of mother cats and a mother dog, and quite a variety of kittens and puppies that will be needing homes starting any day now and extending through the next 6 to 7 weeks, because we have some pretty young ones right now. They are pretty wild still. We're trying to get them socialized. They should, given a little bit of time, another week or so, they should become real well socialized and real people-oriented. Right now they're still nervous, and we're fighting off some of these viral respiratory infections that kittens get. But these 2, they're probably about 7 weeks old, and you can hear the little black litter mate back here. And this is a litter of kittens that are about 3 weeks old. We have 2 calicos and 2 of the black and whites. They're all females. The mother, we also have the mother here, but the mother has been placed in a home. So these 4 kittens will be ready to go in about 3 more weeks probably. And they're real healthy, real well socialized. They're doing just great. And we have 6 of these wild little puppies. These are just over a week old right now, and they are growing like little weeds. They are a quarter Sheltie and a quarter Dachshund and half unknown. We really have quite a variety of shapes and sizes here, so I think there might be several fathers involved. But these little puppies will be needing homes probably in about a month or a month and a half. This one almost looks like it's part boxer. We're open from 8 o'clock in the morning till 5 in the evening, Monday through Friday, and then we're open till noon on Saturdays. And we take emergency calls after hours and on weekends.
Okay.
I don't know if this is right. Dad?
When you need help and you need it fast... Honey? Reach for the best source for quick information, the Black Book.
If you don't clean up this room right now, I'm gonna...
Got a nice little airplane. 1 more bid, 2.5, and now 3, now 3.5.
Keep your business in the black with your North Idaho phone book, your best source for quick information.
And it's time for the Silver Valley Scene Community Calendar happening in the Silver Valley on June 1st. There's a meal set at the Rose Lake School at 12:30. On June 15th, that's the entry deadline for the Beautiful Baby Contest. Get your entries into Panhandle Health. You can win many gifts, like a picture at Shauna Hillman's place there in Wallace, as well as Snippendale's Restaurant. Happening in Pinehurst on May 28th is a meal site at Senior Services at 12:30. In Kellogg on May 26th, there's a meal site at Senior Services at 12:30. May 27th is the Hershey's Track and Field meet at the middle school. Registration time is 3:45 p.m. And on May 29th, graduation will be happening at Kellogg High School at 2 p.m. And here on West Star Cable Channel 3, you can watch that graduation on the following week, that Thursday of the following week. In Wallace, on May 27th, is a meal site at the Senior Center at 12:30. On May 28th, Wallace High School graduates at 8 p.m. and we'll have that covered for you in the following week on the following Friday here on Channel 3. In Osborne, on May 31st, is a meal site at the VFW Hall at 12:30. And up in Mullen, on May 28th, is graduation at 7 p.m. And we'll, of course, have that later on for you right here on Channel 3. And happening all over North Idaho, on May 29th is Open Fishing Day. Get your poles and everything ready for that. And on June 12th is Free Fishing and Camping Day all over the state of Idaho. And that's your community calendar here on the Silver Valley Scene. If you would like to see your event scheduled here on the Silver Valley Scene community calendar, send them to West Star Cable Channel 3, 207 Main Street, Kellogg, Idaho, 83837.
New at Stein's IGA in Kellogg, hot and delicious espresso drinks made with the quality Italiadoro beans. Also new at Stein's is the Moose Brothers Pizza Shop, made fresh and ready to cook, or grab a hot slice if your appetite needs some immediate attention. Along with all the other great values throughout the store, it's easy to see that Stein's IGA in Kellogg has what you want when you want it. New espresso bar and pizza shop at Stein's IGA in Kellogg, proud to have served the Valley for over 60 years.
Hi. In the past, I've welcomed you to the Dan Attleboro kitchen. Well, today, I'm going to welcome you to the Dan Attleboro dining room. We're here to tell you that we have a brand new show. And of course, you know that I'm Hazel, because it's Cooking with Hazel at the Dan Attleboro. Starting Friday, May the 28th at 10 a.m., and Saturday at 10 a.m., we're going to show you a brand new show, Cooking with Hazel at the Dan Attleboro. We get 30 whole minutes. We've been so excited and thrilled at the response that we've gotten here on West Star Channel 3. I'm just delighted that you really want me for 30 whole minutes. Now, 30 minutes is going to allow us to be able to bring to you some guest chefs that are right here in the Valley. We'll also be bringing some of our guest chefs from the Coeur d'Alene, Spokane area. So far, we have Indonesia cooking, we have some Mexican cooking, and we have Southwestern cooking that's going to be aired very shortly right here on Channel 3, Cooking with Hazel at the Dan Attleboro. I hope you will continue watching us and not get too bored because we are just a little bit longer. Now, we've decided to do a few extra things here. We're going to have a cooking contest with a main entree and a dessert. So if you have a very good recipe that you would like for us to enter into our contest, send it to Box 926, Attention Hazel, Pinehurst, Idaho. And we'll take care of that for you, okay? The cooking contest will require you to have a main entree or a dessert. And the winners of those recipes will be brought onto the show and acknowledged for your cooking abilities. I think perhaps you're going to be excited with the show that we're going to air for you. We're having a local fisherman come on the show, and he's going to show us how to fillet the fresh trout that you're going to be catching after trout season opens. He's going to fillet them, and I'm going to cook them. I think you'll be really thrilled. So tune in to West Star Channel 3. Watch Hazel and her guest at work. Thank you for joining us, and thank you so very much for your support for West Stars Channel 3 and Cooking with Hazel, and we're going to bring you a very, very good show. Have a good day.
Major League Excitement.
By next week.
On ESPN.
Cohol Pharmacy, Ace Hardware, Hagedon Directories, Maverick Towing, and the Brooks Hotel are the exclusive local advertisers on West Star's presentation of ESPN's baseball telecasts.
Good news! Hazel will now have more time to devote to your favorite recipes, because Cooking with Hazel will now be its own program. That's right, starting May 28th, Hazel will have a full half hour to do her thing. You can tune in and see Hazel Fridays at 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. and on Saturdays at 10 a.m.
From the Don Attleboro Kitchen to you, enjoy.
Cooking with Hazel is a West Star production.
Welcome back to the Silver Valley Scene.
Economic growth here in the valley is beginning to take off. The Silver Valley Scene investigated on what we expect to happen.
For the last year, Shoshone County has been seeing signs of economic growth. In a recent Silver Valley Scene interview, Jim Hayes from the Shoshone County Economic Development Group gave us some insight on the new developments here in the valley. Hayes has worked for the Economic Development Group for 3.5 years.
I'd retired in California and had too much to offer, I felt, to just stay retired, so I looked around and found this beautiful oasis and was fortunate enough to be taken on here.
And what were you doing before you retired in California?
Same thing. I've been doing this work for 40 years.
The Economic Development Group has been working hard to create new jobs for Shoshone County.
Our primary function is to create jobs and diversify the economy. We're trying to, we were a one industry town for so many years, mining, and now we're trying to diversify into recreation and industry, light industry.
Okay. So what attracts businesses to move to this area?
Well, the state of Idaho has an excellent business climate, and of course we share in that. We have the lowest workman's comp rates in the United States. We have among the lowest in the United States. We have the lowest electric rates. Our gas rates are comparable to anyone. We have beautiful water and a water system. We have all the infrastructure that we need in this valley.
Recently, many new businesses have moved to our area.
I think that this area is getting ready to take off.
And who in particular has been coming in?
Well, we started a year ago last November with Green Cosmos, and we've gotten Log Homes Log Company and Arrow Log Company and Power Tech.
The amount of jobs created by companies moving here haven't been that large.
We try to attract the smaller companies because they're the ones that have the growth potential. The very large ones have two disadvantages. First of all, they don't hire too many new people other than just replacement. But more important, if we lose a company with 100 people, we're in the same fix that we're in when the mine goes down.
Right. Also in the works is a small industrial park located somewhere in the Silver Valley.
We're putting in an application for a grant for an 8-acre piece that belongs to the county down in Smelterville. And if we get that grant, why then we'll be able to subdivide that portion of it.
Okay. What sort of businesses would you see in an industrial park like that?
Well, light industries, perhaps even some tilled-up buildings for lease. In fact, they all would be for lease. But we're also working with a gentleman named Bill Smullen. He and Bill Zanetti are discussing arrangements to put some of these concrete tilled-up buildings in Osborne.
In the Recreation Department, businesses like Motel 8 and McDonald's have moved us forward.
When people pass by on the freeway, if they see the Golden Arches or see Motel 8 sign, then they're more apt to pull off. They know they're in a civilized area.
Okay. Some other projects in the valley include the historic mine store.
Our mines are all over the valley and all up Burke and 9 Mile and up in Murray and Pritchard. And our idea is to be able to locate these, perhaps even get them cleared out so that people can see them more clearly, and then post them, and then have maps so that we can hand tourists a guide list. And
However, with all this optimism, losing the train here in the Silver Valley can be a big blow for future businesses moving.
And a couple that I'm working on, we may lose unless we can get a short line operator for the Union Pacific Railroad. That's going to be a death knell to our industrial in the long run if we don't keep that rail.
Low-cost housing is another project Hayes is working on.
And we recognize the need for low-cost housing, both for our recreational workers who are rather low paid, and for 2 others too. For the industrial people that come in, we need housing. We don't have it. And we need housing for the mines when they come back. Now they're just starting to. But if silver gets up to $5 an ounce, which isn't unlikely.
Well, with all these projects going on, what help does the Economic Development Group need from Valley residents?
To please let us know if they have any inkling of any businesses that might want to move here. Okay. We follow up on those immediately. We're commissioned to get results now.
Reporting from the Silver Valley, I am Matt Wilson for the Silver Valley Scene.
The Silver Valley Scene hopes to keep you up to date on what economic growth we expect to happen.
Thank you for watching this edition of the Silver Valley Scene. We hope you like our new format for the show. If you have any comments or have an event that you would like us to cover, please call us at 783-1262.
For the Silver Valley Scene, I'm Matt Wilson.
And I'm Kara Keller. See you next week.
Grew up in Hillsborough, the only thing we taught was trout. And as Ned Horner mentioned last week, that trout are getting, let's not just say less of them, it's just say more precious. Yeah. So we're having to tap into some new resources, and boy, this bass fishing just seems to be just a great time, great opportunity. We sure have it. We didn't bring a fillet boat with us today. Generally, we would have a piece of plywood or a piece of board that was good. It looks like we've got the fillet laid out here.
Then you have your ribs here. Taped in like that, and then follow that down with a knife. Got a knife.
We do this so live, and we didn't know if we could take the station break while we did continue to.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, that looks like that.